What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Offroad Outlaws. And what I'm going to do today is take my Squarebody Chevy here. We're going to lift it up on a monster truck suspension. We're going to turn this thing into a proper mud truck gears and all. Somebody commented and said that I should make like mud truck gears, or they asked if I could, and I'm going to attempt to do so. Make some gear ratios for this that just lets it absolutely bomb through mud holes. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and hit all the upgrades up, and then we'll get into the tuning. Alright, I got the truck fully upgraded. Did a couple visual customizations to it, as you can tell. Just swapped out the rear bumpers. Repair pack, a winch, that's literally all. And then I went ahead and swapped it out for the monster truck suspension. So we're going to go ahead and get her all tuned up here. Just go ahead and fully max it out, and it'll be okay. There we go. And I think, yeah, we'll pull up the travel all the way. And I'm going to leave the stiffness where it's at like 1500, I think. I think it'll be okay. Really, maybe. Maybe. I'm thinking for mud, though, we might want to be a little stiffer. So we'll do 25, and we'll bring the travel back down some. Yeah, we bring the travel down to about at, like 1.0. There we go. There we go, 1.0. That actually looks pretty decent. The damping wise, we do want to change that up. Want to bring it up to 3400. There we go. Axle width, we're gonna leave the axle width alone. It's plenty wide with the axles how they are. Once we bring up these tire sizes, there we go. Stage 3 tires. Maxed out on it at 1.6. It looks pretty badass to me. Do a little bit more on the wheel width. Yeah, we'll do about 1.5 on the wheel width. And that'll look pretty badass. Rim size can stay. Honestly, that's a decent rim size. Not too crazy. Gear tuning, though, is like the really, really important part. I did not diesel swap this as well. I just want to let you guys know I did not diesel swap this. It's got a supercharger on it. Gas, so. Excuse me. Alright. So we want it to fly through the mud. So we're going to pull up. Go to about 3.3. On there, 1.9 on second gear. Third gear, I want to put it at about 1.6. Fourth gear can be like 1.2, and first gear will just be at 1.0. Should still have a little bit of speed to be driving around maps, but in the mud we should have all the power necessary. And low gear, I'll take it to 3.3 in case you want to use low gear in the mud. And of course, at Dyno Run, we have to buy the perfect setup on it. We just have to. And now she's fully tuned up and ready to go. So we'll go out to some mud pit maps. Yeah, we're not going to go to Woodlands. We're going to go to actual like custom maps. So I feel like this should be one of those proper maps that, is what we're looking for, just because it is one of the higher rated ones when you type in just mud. So hopefully, don't let us down there, Sammy. Alright. Okay, there's some mud over there at least. Definitely not what I expected to see on this map. But, I mean, there is a nice little strip of mud here, so that actually might work out. If this build ends up needing some retuning, we'll do some retuning to it. But I think we might actually be pretty good on it. Like, it looks fucking amazing. It looks like a proper mud truck. Like, it's not super insane. It's not handling weirdly. It's not bouncing anywhere. I think we got this. I think we got this build pretty perfect. We'll go ahead and throw it in 4-wheel drive. Send it, motherfucker. Oh, yes! Perfect, bud. Look at that. Fucking flew right through that shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bud. Fuck yes. It's perfect. I also got the little knobby looking tires on here. Like, look at the speed. Okay, if I can just hold first gear, do 25 miles an hour through the mud, like that is proper. That is proper. Like, this is a pretty good mud truck here so far. Is that like the only strip of mud on this map though? Like, I will be very, very sad, Sammy. You probably don't watch my videos, but I'll be very, very sad. Like, I'll be very sad. And yeah, we do still have a good amount of speed. It actually handles pretty well at high speeds too. Not causing any issues or anything like that. And if we hit it 80 mile an hour in the mud hole, we are just gunning through it, dude. Holy shit. Okay, let's go find another map. Alright, this one actually kind of catches my attention with the name here. Bounty Hole for Proper Rednecks. Alright, let's fucking do it, bud. It better be a fucking proper bud hole or I'm gonna be pissed, bud. I'll be pissed. I'll have to recruit Throttle Jockey to make me a fucking mudden map. Alright. This doesn't look too bad. I mean, like, that's a big ass just mud hole over here. Like, wow, bud. Your fucking mud hole here, you fucking... It's a big ass fucking hole there, bud. That is a mud hole for sure. And this shit is thick as fuck. Like, this is not the mud you drive through. Like, he went fully maxed out on this, like, deepness and the thickness of that mud there. So it's not really, like, competition-style mud. Like, that's, like, get stuck in this shit. Like, you ain't going nowhere type mud right there. But I really need a competition mud hole pit. Like, I just need competition shit. And this is not... That's not right. Like, I don't know it. I've seen a lot of mud holes in real life, like areas that, you know, like proper, what you call mud holes, like, or not mud holes, but like mud parks and shit like that, you know, like, in all my time of watching videos of shit like that, like, I've never seen just a big ass hole in the ground full of mud like that. It's kind of sad, bud. I don't know what rednecks you fucking know, but this is not right. This is not right at all. I just need competition mud holes. That's all. Alright, last map I'm gonna try is James Edmondson. It's just called mudding in lifted trucks. So... Alright. This looks interesting. Don't mind me dying. That's a good right there. Woo. This is some deep mud too, though. Hold on. Let me change my camera view. Wow. That's how you know the mud's deep, okay? When it is spinning your truck and you're not even... touching it, that's how you know it's, well, not deep, but thick. That's how you know it's some thick mud. Like, this is a little bit of deep mud, but he didn't max out the depth on it, which is good. He just made it really thick. Really, really thick mud here. Which is okay. Like, I don't know what it is about the game, but I feel like unless you're popping a wheelie, like, you never really go super fast in the deep mud. Like, I mean, obviously, if I go to low gear, I could probably gain a little bit more speed. You know, shifting up and stuff, I could probably get up to like 2 or 3 miles an hour actually chugging along through it. But like a lot of like the really thick mud, like it doesn't matter what you're in. Like no type of build really goes through the super deep mud, which is why I'm trying to find like maps that have like the lower thickness mud, like that makes it feel like, you know, the real life mud pits, how 90% of them are. Like obviously bounty holes. This is kind of like a bounty hole status there. But like that first map we went on, you know, it had the strip of mud. It was decently deep and decently thick mud that's not like super crazy that you're just gonna, the game wants to make you stuck in it, but the game can't make you stuck in it. Like, I was trying to do shit like that, but that's okay. Once we get the real tractor tires, dude, I know because every tire in the game. Okay, I know a lot of people don't want to like believe this and think like it's a joke or something. Like every tire in this game does differently on different terrains. It's not a huge difference. Like Mudrunner wise, as modders, we can make our like mods super crazy difference in friction from one tire to another, but it's all coding wise, which is basically the same thing they do on Offroad Outlaws. They just don't do it to as an extreme as we can on Mudrunner. And I kind of see why, because like even real life wise, unless you're in certain like situations, you really don't tell a huge difference on traction on tires. Like, you know, between like a set of like Trepadors and a set of fucking like Boggers, you know, like, you know, basic driving around, like you really don't see much of a difference as far as like traction levels. You don't see the much traction, you know, huge traction levels until you actually get into like mud and, you know, onto like rocks and stuff. Like doing proper off-roading is when you really see the huge difference. And they did their best to do that in Offroad Outlaws as well. Like pretty much all vehicles driving on like dirt and shit like that, they pretty much all handle the same. Like you kind of feel like as far as traction on the ground, they kind of all feel the same if once they're all upgraded. The traction levels kind of feel the same until you go into like the mud, and then you start feeling differences. Same thing on rocks, you start feeling differences in the tires. And you know, they did their best in recreating it, but like it's really hard to gauge it, in my opinion. Like I tried in the past to gauge it, and it's just such minute differences. Like I mean, it's a little more now these days, but it's still kind of minute in the differences between tires. So I still don't know exactly what tires 100% for a fact better in mud. Like the little knobby tires like these and the chains, they feel really good in the mud. Like, you know, you feel like they get more traction than obviously the stock tires. Stock tires don't get as much traction in the mud. But like in between them, it's hard to tell the difference. So I usually go with whatever one looks better for whatever build I'm going on, and then I just don't worry about the difference, so to speak. Because like I usually go with those. Wow, that's weird, really laggy. I usually go with these tires over here that are on the Hummer. These little rock tires, which they still do pretty good in the mud as well. So it's all minute differences, really. So much so that I don't really bother changing it much. But once we get those mud tires, dude, these mud builds are going to be absolutely insane. And then I can get into like super tuning for mud trucks, because then, you know, we're all going to be driving those exact same tires, you know what I mean, for our mud trucks. Like we're all going to be driving around with tractor tires. Let's be realistic. We're all driving tractor tires when they come out. So yeah, I kind of was just babbling the past few minutes about tires, but yeah, like I did my best to try and create some mud truck gears and stuff like that. This really does do a good job of feeling like a mud truck. It looks great, like absolutely amazing, really realistic build here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys kind of understand what I was trying to get at with the whole tire situation and shit like that. And with the mud, hopefully somebody, I'm sure you guys probably know more than I, like a map that's like really good for like mud ball competition. So feel free to let me know in the comments if you guys have a map for that. And yeah, we'll do a live stream later on. Probably not playing Offroad Outlaws, probably be modding. But we'll do a live stream later on, so be sure to hit that notification bell. Subscribe if you're new, smash that like button, and comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys later.